I'm trying to find the words. I'll find it though. We'll find it one day. We gonna let this shit speak for itself.
You know, they say the music speaks for itself, so I'm gonna let this shit speak for itself and this motherfucker shit start pirating.
She like just bosses, the things you do. Cause I'm on top of the world. Just bosses, the things you do. Cause I'm on top of you, girl. She like just bosses, you know I'm true. I'ma be like this forever. Just bosses, don't hate me, boo. Girl, I only want you forever. You don't have to say it, girl. I already know, girl. I'm a freak and you a freak. Let's be some freaks together, girl. Got some heavy chains, but look, no, I'm not a slave. And I got my own damn way. See my chocolate, it can save the day. Eating ramen noodles, used to break that packet down. Cause I didn't wanna cook it, yet the flavor was more foul. Yeah, my uncle put me on, and my mom said that's not healthy. But as a hungry little kid, any food you get was wealthy, yeah. Only thing you really had was some bread or waffles. Had some rice that was spoiled too quick if you didn't eat it. I'm not saying I had it rough, but in America we all couldn't wait. Politicians made us all pimping for some damn degrees. If I was little rich, I would stay to myself and maybe rent one chick. She can suck it for herself. And I'm playing, I'm taking trips. I'm not bothered by this world. I'm like, oh yeah, where I'm from, but on earth I'm just a swirl. She like just bosses, the things you do. Cause I'm on top of the world. Just bosses, the things you do. Cause I'm on top of you, girl. She like just bosses, you know I'm true. I'ma be like this forever. Just bosses, don't hate me, boo. Girl, I only want you forever. I'm just a fly pilot, yeah. Fluent A skies. I can't listen to you, girl, yeah. All you tell is lies. Every time my nigga rides, they come that it's a sign, but look, it's really just a spark. Get this process getting right. Passive visions, and you know I turned it all the way up. Like a party when the DJ plays a song that y'all build up. See how that's really a vibe. It's how you feel so alive. Could be going through the worst moments of your freaking life, but that don't matter when you got it checked. Then they make paper checks. Some money you can't take with you, that's a bet. Say what the devil means, throwing your gold away. Having a couple minds, shape it up, and then the rest is gay. Then I just might have to pray on my fucking enemy. Try to shit where you swore and your mind was great. He's some new kid, cause this nigga really all do is play. I'm your doctor's playing, then I know your weak points, babe. Dissect that booty, 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 then a nigga can't. She like just bosses, the things you do. Cause I'm on top of the world. Just bosses, the things you do. Cause I'm on top of you, girl. She like just bosses, you know I'm true. I'ma be like this forever. Just bosses, don't hate me, boo. Girl, I only want you forever.
You know what I'm saying? We don't go no further than that. It don't go no further than that. All right, let's see this shit live and direct. Okay. We good? We good? We good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna talk about it today. We gonna talk about it today. Forgetting the things that motivated you, inspired you as a kid. What is it? What is that early seed that made us forget about that? And due to the world we're living in, you know, certain people that run the world make us feel like these goals is impossible. You gotta go through these certain gateways to get to achieve these goals. And yeah, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because now, because of these things like this, we got shit like bills. You know what I'm saying? Things like this. We got shit like things that we shouldn't even be worried about. Car bills, like bills in general. Fucked up. Niggas that run this world already in a stanky ass position, telling us what to pay. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Imagine think you run a world and the things you do behind closed doors, you telling people you better pay bills. The fuck, get your ass out of here. Now we gonna talk about it, man. because we all got to get in this space where all of us as a generation gotta look at this, point our eye on the right things. You know what I'm saying? Now, people, things that we see already don't even have the right eye on how we see it, because sometimes we may point into things that we don't pay attention to, but it be that same thing that you're not paying attention to that it is. Like, you be looking at it straight in his face, and then you be thinking like it's not that, it's not this. Like, already you having to pay bills is already a red flag. That's already a reason to why you feel like, why am I even paying bills? Like, I live on this soil. Like, I live in America. Like, don't they say this is the land of the free? Don't they say like all that shit? But they say the land of the free, yet we paying bills. You know what I'm saying? They say, you know, it says about your creativity. That's how you become actors and actresses and movie stars. But yet you gotta go through certain doorways and gateways and shape certain people's hands to get in that position. You gotta go to certain colleges or whatever. They say all these yada yada whatever, but you gotta go in their own way. You know what I'm saying? See how, like, in my album, the Star album, it was my own movie album, and it had music and had concepts and everything to it. In reality, that should be the only thing we talking about in America, in this soil right now, because that's the shit where all a generation, we all know we're stars, so we all know we have, this is our ability. But yet they'll broadcast things like, I don't want to say it, but y'all know what they broadcasting on, this ICE bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, explosions, war, all this crazy shit that in people's real life, no one's going through that experience. It be small groups of individuals trying to hold on to an old world concept, and that concept is dead. So you're putting life to death, and you're supposed to be putting life to life, not life to death. So I'm gonna put this as an example, as when we're kids, as a youth. When we see these things, we think to ourselves, like, imagine you being a kid and you watching like TV, and you're like, oh, Mom, I want to be a movie star. I want to be an actor. I want to be a singer. But you're already these things, but they make it feel like you're not, because the things that they make you do, you gotta go through certain gateways and doorways. And shouts out to all the actors out there and actresses and rappers and all that shit. They're doing it right now. But I'm talking about what we see, my generation, because I'm Gen Z, but I'm also a millennial. I'm a 2000s baby. So I'm a Gen Z, but I'm also like I'm like cuspy with Gen Z and millennial. You know what I'm saying? So I can I can feel the millennials, I can feel the Gen Zs. I'm like in the cusp of it. So I'm not 99, I'm 2000, but y'all know 2000 really is the Gen Z millennial time. The 2001, that's Gen Z, but 2000, that's Gen Z / millennial. So I can dig it when I can, because I know when during my time, all the only thing that was on TV was Power Rangers. What was it, like Cartoon Network? I was into cartoons. I fuck with Cartoon Network ever. Courage the Cowardly Dog. What else? Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends. What else? A lot of shit. You know, I was into all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was into all that shit. Whatever, and of course, you know, we were all into wrestling. So we ain't gonna act like we weren't raised on wrestling. That was the only thing else. Nigga, I remember the first time I seen a wrestling match. I thought they killed the nigga. It was a whole, they do have blood all over his face. Boom, with a chair. I'm like, God damn, that shit. I was like, oh hell no. I remember the first time I seen some shit like that. I was with my uncle. I was watching that shit. Like, yo, hell no, that shit some crazy shit. I really thought homeboy died. Like, cause I think it was specifically, I think it was the match was if I'm correct, I might be wrong, but it was Edge and Christian versus Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, or no, it was Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Edge and somebody else. I forgot who. I think it was Christian. And I do hit Edge with a chair. The nigga was like in a seizure. I was like, oh hell nah, this is crazy. I was like, yo, this nigga, killed a man on TV, and niggas gonna let this happen. But think about it. They broadcast this shit for us to see. And even if it is acting, you think they don't be acting in these news channels? You think they don't be acting in all these things? They don't give a fuck. They be acting. So it's all an act of natures. And their natures is just not godly. They have demonic natures. Now, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. But the things they do, they don't care like how we feel. They're more care on how many minds they can encapsulate and be the fisherman and put the whole thing on broadcast and have everyone like run the world for everybody, basically put it in that perspective, put it in that spectrum, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? I remember being into shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, I always want to be into these kind of things. Like, I want to be a wrestler at one point. I'm not gonna lie. I seen wrestling. I want to be a wrestler at one point. I seen Power Rangers. I really thought I was a fucking Power Ranger. I'm dead ass. If you see my old pictures, if I show you my old pictures, I'm always doing some hand sign. Always doing a hand sign. Like, oh, I swear, I always thought I was doing something. Like, everything. SpongeBob, that's my shit. SpongeBob, that's my shit. You know what I'm saying? SpongeBob, yeah, that's like the best. It ain't shit now, but from that run they had from the 1999 because that's when they debuted it, all the way like I mean, that shit was I was my whole childhood. I ain't gonna lie, SpongeBob, that was my shit, man. SpongeBob. But more Power Rangers. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Power Rangers is my shit though. I fuck with Power Rangers. Like, now you guys, anyone in my family, Power Rangers was the shit I would have watched. And then I told my mom, I want to be a Power Ranger when I grow up. I want to be a superhero when I grow up. So now you kind of understand this concept of my album too. It's basically you entering my life, like coming into my life, and then you could kind of check that shit out, and then you can see, okay, that's what's up. But we all have this kind of early seed in our head where we think where we really believe in something. You get inspired by something. We really want to do certain things, but we get it. Then we realize, oh no, you gotta go through this certain gateway and this doorway. It's even we don't know it yet. But due to the people that are favorite actors or actresses or singers or rappers, they do say certain things or the eyeball and bullshit, and that shit be crazy because that's not magic, and that's just gonna get us away from that energy. We're not gonna feel you. Like, I remember when I was young. I was like 8, 9, 10. I was 8, 9, 10. I was into that. I was like, why are these celebrities always doing eyeball? Like, I went on YouTube one day. I was like, why is celebrities always doing some eyeball bullshit? Like, always showing some eyeball this, Illuminati this, all that bullshit. And that Illuminati just means industry. But when I'm a kid, I'm thinking like there's some deeper shit. But I'm really thinking like, well, but there has to be. Then I'm seeing like some bullshit. I'm seeing shit like I'll be thinking like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what really is going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, years later, that energy is dead. That shit not even. So all those rappers and singers and actors doing all that eyeball bullshit, you technically just sold your soul for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care how much money you thought you made out of that. Tell me how much money you got now. You know what I'm saying? So it's temporary. They tell you, yeah, you'll have it for now, but then at the end of the day, like they say, like you'll be rich forever. Then you'll die and go to hell and burn. But really, that's the concept. You'll be rich. It's synthetic rich because money's not, rich is spirit. You gotta be spiritually rich. When you're physically rich, you can be depressed. You can be suicidal. You can be a pervert. You can be all these weird pedos. You can be all those weirdo ass energies and be in that spectrum where you feel like you can run people's individual thought forms because of things you do. Because I got money. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make sense. So it's like, y'all really gotta see these things. It's like these people don't care about y'all like that, and like y'all gotta be in a space of where you're understanding. Like, you don't want to get inspired by things like that. You want to be always uplifting in your creativities, because that shit is like, I remember going through shit where I'm like, these wrestlers, why are they wearing underwear all the time? And I'm like, that's kind of weirdo ass shit. Like, if I was a wrestler, I always told myself I wouldn't care to wear like underwear shit. I wouldn't want to wear even the games. I would create myself into like like my hero, with outfits, all types of designs. And I was like, what the fuck? Why these wrestlers like something like Shawn Michaels? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's real shit. Like, I was like, but like you can like I'm dead ass. You can ask my family. Like, I would always put some shit, do some crazy shit with my character, like all that shit. I was like, but that's my mind. But it's just weird. Like, I'm just telling y'all things I was into as a kid. I was into shit like that. So I always thought to myself. I always sided eye people with those ideologies of where they make you go to a certain area to be famous. You gotta do something to be famous. But that shit, you don't gotta be famous doing shit like that. You don't even gotta be famous. You gotta be yourself. And that's all you gotta do. Because I got a song called "Never Like the Fame," and you know, like EA Sports is all in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because you're playing a game when you're in fame. So why would you want to play that game of fame when it's just a game? You don't at the end of the game, like the game always has to end. So when it plays out of it ending, it just plays out in you probably losing your career, losing money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not being a good puppy. So it's like it be shit like that, and then y'all be thinking to yourselves like, oh, this is the shit. Like this shit I want to get to. I want to be famous. I want to be a rapper. But that's not even the shit. Y'all really gotta be in a space where you're actually doing some sort of thing with your life where you're actually having some sort of nice area, a broadcasting system with your own creativity, not some synthetic shit where you feels like you gotta put an arm and a leg and sacrifice an arm and a leg for everything. Like you should be doing something where you're already practicing something in your own accordance. You know what I'm saying? You should be doing something where you're already. So that's kind of the magic there, and your magic is really your faith. You know what I'm saying? And then you thinking, you feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's magic on its own. It is y'all use that shit for retarded shit. Y'all think and feel about some bullshit all day. Y'all don't be thinking and feeling about creative shit. Y'all like to think and feel about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even how shit should even be. And times like this, in this new time, we're in the world here. You gotta be about your creativity. You gotta be about your new industries. You gotta be about your broadcast. You gotta turn your city up. You gotta turn your state up. You gotta turn your esoteric location up. You gotta turn everything up and make shit turn like flip the script basically. Whatever people are going through, make that look retarded. Make that look stupid. Make that look slow. You know what I'm saying? Make them go on that path themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because you believe everything, but you believe in nothing. So you can believe like for this is the best example I can put it for y'all. Y'all know how y'all be at y'all jobs and y'all talk about you low key just to make the time go by. You be like, oh, you listen to that new artist. Now I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to shout no artists out. But you listen to a new artist, and then you say, oh yeah, I like her song or I like his song, but they're in the industry, so it gives you a fictitious energy. Like, but this is like, I don't really give a fuck about these motherfuckers, but I'ma say it because I want the time to go by fast. That's an example of y'all pulling something from the old world into the new world, but the energy you get is like weird. You don't like it. You don't like the vibe, but you know it makes time go fast. That's an example of you using that energy as a tool, and that's what I'm trying to say. That's going to become something we just walk on. You know what I'm saying? Because we're evolving as a species. You know what I'm saying? And the next form is an atmosphere. After a human, you are going to become an atmosphere. So if you see it within this realm, you see outside, you see the atmosphere. Yes, which is your next form. And sometimes if you don't expand enough, you become human again, but you become a more evolved human. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how you gotta look at it. You know what I'm saying? You can't look at it like in a space of where, you're just doing something and you don't. This is not magic. This is not power. Like this is magic. This is power. You gotta know this. Like I said, people use their magic and power for shit that don't make sense. So you just become shit that doesn't make sense in reality. So this we can say this water bottle don't make sense because we can really go outside and drink water from the river, the clean river. But it makes sense to us because it's something we can utilize. So so basically, we make it make sense because we use money to pay for these things. But in reality, all this shit, this is water for God crying out loud, nigga. It rains. We have rivers, we have oceans. They're not doing anything. They just clean the shit. They putting filter in the water. You know, it's the same shit. Like we gotta be in a space of where we're understanding that, and we know like, okay, we pay for this shit, but in reality, like, this should be free. Like this shouldn't be something we pay for. You know what I'm saying? Because God gave us water. We came out of water. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna act like your body is made out of 80%, 75% water. So we're not gonna act like we're not. This is not what we need. This is not what we are. You know what I'm saying? But then they make us pay fees for this bullshit, and they charging you. So now not only you got to pay bills, you got to pay for shit that you have internally for yourself, and you need it for this. You need this shit to survive. God gave you that reasoning. God gave you that style, example of living for you needing something for your existence. People that follow that old world programming get erased out of existence, and they don't be shit of this. They be shit of this world, but shit spirits utilize. So they just become tools. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And y'all, I don't want that for y'all, but y'all be in that energy where y'all don't actually care, and then y'all put it into things like this. Also, so I'm basically like, what I'm trying to say is that we shouldn't even be in a space of where we losing inspiration from our creativities. We should always be in a driven place where we feel like we should keep pushing no matter what, because God inspires you every day. You just gotta find, look for it, and it's not something you look for. It's something you see already. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think they came up with these terms? Realize. You know what I'm saying? Because you realize. You know, it's like a tongue twister, but you realize. So you realize that life is a lie, and this is an imagination we created from the mind. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't then get lost in that sight, but you should always have a vibe for that flight. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit in bars. You know what I'm saying? So you should always know that you should always be on that above. You should always want to go above and beyond. You should always want to be on a different level. If whatever you want to say, you always want to go above and beyond for something. You don't want to strive. What they say? A fool can fall for any a fool, was it? I don't even know these sayings they say, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. And whatever you fall for, you know, that was on you, because you no one told you to go to those certain streets in the esoteric realm. No one told you to go to those certain streets in Babylon, but you wanted to go to those streets because you were curious. Ain't nothing wrong with being curious, but you gotta be curious for God. You gotta be being curious where you're trying to understand why humans do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Why you get inspired by certain things you do. Why you like certain foods. Why you into certain kind of people. Like, all this is something that your spirit is trying to show you. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't get lost in the sauce. You shouldn't get lost in that and think like that's the whole world, because the world is much broader than that. Life is so much broader than that. Put it like this: before you were in this realm of reality, you were a thought form in your mom and dad's mind. You were just a thought form. So clearly, God is showing you your first form you become is the thought form. Your first body is a thought form. Your first body is a mind state. You know what I'm saying? So you were in a mind state before you even came to reality. So what basically you should already know, for you to create your forms, then you jump into your father, you jump into your mother, you jump into your father, you jump to your mother, and then whatever mind state was on their mind to come together, that's how you become born. Because then you finally become flesh and take a form, and aka become a womb. And what's inside that sack? Water. You know what I'm saying? So God shows y'all this every day, but y'all don't be seeing it because y'all like I said, your direction gets put into certain things, and to
into ways that people want you to see it. So people put you in this certain gateways to, oh, in order to get to this laws of physics, you gotta go through this certain gateway. In order to become famous, you gotta go through a certain gateway. In order to become rich, you gotta go through this certain gateway. In all reality, you are already these things. Who told you you aren't these things? Who told you need a book? Who told you need a somebody, a fact checker? Who told you need all these things to tell you you're these things? You're already these things. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the flesh, you were already these things. Just you're not supposed to, like, you're supposed to know that though, because people that don't, when you don't know that, that's when you're lost and you feel like you gotta go through certain, you know what I'm saying, fraternities or bullshit like that to even make something out of yourself or be in certain things, you know what I'm saying, legislation, logic bullshit, you know what I'm saying, nonsense, you know what I'm saying. So y'all gotta be knowing this shit with yourselves. If y'all don't know this shit with yourselves, y'all be lost in the sauce. And y'all don't want to be lost in the sauce because that's the shit that kind of holds you back from your true creativity. And you can be making the most, you can have the most, you can be sitting on the most creative goal in the world, and you would never know that because you feel like you don't have someone push you or inspiring you. When God is pushing you, God is inspiring you. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know how to see it. You gotta know how to look at it. People that don't know how to see it, people that don't know how to look at it, those are the lost folks. But people that know how to look at it, people that know how to see it, they're closer to God than you. So that's how you inspire people, and that's how you keep pushing people to not give up, no matter what the physical looks like, no matter how many things you're getting, no matter how much negative shit. As long as you're staying true to God, God got you. You know what I'm saying? And you walk on all these kind of spectrums, like you're walking on water, you're walking on air, you're walking on fire, you're walking on earth, you're walking on light. You know what I'm saying? You're just walking on light at that point. You know what I'm saying? So you just utilize these things at your will. You don't give a fuck about what no other person said about you and your will and what this is about you and this. No, nigga, you don't know me because you didn't come from the same spiritual space I came from. We all came from different relative spiritual spaces. And you should know that as a spirit by yourself. And and whoever told you don't know that, that's because you're not following God. You're following a demon that likes to be called God. And you should already be in a space of where you already know you are already beyond you're already a something beautiful. Some of y'all smack monkey animals, but you know what I'm saying? We're trying. We try. We're all something beautiful. Not all of us. But that's why I turn off comments, because I'm tired of looking at this motherfucking. These all feds, man. These all I ain't gonna espionage is police. Like these is motherfuckers are bored ass bitches, bored ass stank ass niggas, man. Like that's all it is. So I had to take them comments off. So I'm not yo. You will not see me unless I feel like it. Unless I feel like okay, we can. But now at that point, we gonna keep the comments off. I don't like it better like this. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to have validation. Yes, bitch. Yes, go in. Spiritual. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be me regardless. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So this is the shit we do, man. This is the shit we do, man. We don't give a fuck about this world like that. Like y'all listen, y'all. I know, like if y'all don't listen, like Lord, listen to my shit. Lord, listen to Slayer for God, the OG Slayer for God. You know what I'm saying? When I'm coming in, when I'm becoming, you know what I'm saying? When I became flesh, when I became flesh, but where I'm from, the mind is the first body. So we would call that the flesh, but we know this is just the mind. So it's like you're in seventh, eighth, ninth dimension, birth, boom, you come into flesh, but the mind is the body. So that's how we even created y'all humans. Like it's a deep. I'm not gonna get into that shit, but it's some deep shit that this is some shit that I ain't gonna. Not everyone should know about that, and it's not even. And I don't know when it's time for let motherfuckers know about certain shit like that. But yeah, this is shit. This you gotta get into. You know what I'm saying? This is no type of lazy spirits should feel like they shouldn't be in this. Because if you're a lazy spirit, then you're a lazy spirit. But at least be lazy in some creativities. You know what I'm saying? Because then that will push you to become saying, maybe I don't want to be this lazy today. Maybe I want to be this more creative.
maybe I don't want to be that lazy. You want to be a little more creative. And as soon as you know, you be all the way creative, and you won't even be lazy no more. You be all in your creativity. So that's how you should always see it. You know what I'm saying? Um, y'all just lose that because y'all be thinking that things don't be correlating with certain shit. But y'all should see shit if y'all see shit the way like the real stars see it, then you'll really be understanding like, damn, y'all in a lost world, that old world shit. No wonder when I talk to my peers all the time, and I'm thinking like, yeah, like remember this shit came on, and we thought it was weird, like this shit was funny, or this shit was cool, or this was I was whatever, or I always hated this show, this show was annoying, or I like this show, this show's like. You think it's not like that? It's not going to never not stop being like that. And imagine people that run the world think they run the world, and putting this all in our faces. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like fucked up. Cause then especially these fucking Roblox bullshit. Like you be putting shit on Roblox, and we got and you know we got little kids on this shit. And my sister, she's on that shit too. So I be thinking like, man, I don't want like they be doing some shit that shouldn't even be on these kind of apps. So it's like. We gotta look out for we gotta look out for the children like on some real shit, cause this shit ain't gonna slide if y'all keep letting certain things like this happen. But I'm not saying y'all, I'm saying people that think they run shit, and those motherfuckers don't be doing shit but stanking and be some shitty assholes like dead ass. So it's like y'all gotta be like seeing this shit. So it's like when you see this shit, y'all be knowing like, man, this is more on what I gotta see and stop instantly. So, cause when I stop this instantly, the like people like when we were kids, you know how we had those protective parents that overprotect us, or maybe not protect us at all. That you'll be in that space where you're setting an equalization for those kids, and they'll know what's wrong and what's not. So anytime they're in a space of where like they know this is wrong. When they grow up, they'll talk to their peers about this and be like, "You remember that shit on that one time and that shit happened? Yeah, that was weird. What the fuck was that about? Where was into that shit? With some weird people." You just get casting stones on the people that push this shit out. You're saying you're not playing God. You're not playing the sixth what's it called? The fourth sphere or whatever, seventh layer. And then you're seeing like you're not playing none of that shit. You're playing a kiddie game. You're playing a tapeworm game, like some shit, a bacteria game. But you know you playing some weak ass game, and you going backwards. You ain't going forward. You going backwards. You know what I'm saying? And you why would you want to go back? You know what I'm saying? You should always want to go forward. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be in that space of where you feel like, oh, this I gotta be watching everyone. I see you. I see you. I see that. Why are you playing that retarded ass game? Why y'all playing that retarded ass game? No one sees it how you think they see it. People see it like, all right, like okay, this is some like it's like I'm that thing I just did, that expression, that face, everything. That's literally how people see it. Like, okay, like. No one takes it this deep as y'all. Y'all be putting your thoughts and feelings and your energy on that shit. And in reality, no one sees it like anything. People just see like this is retarded. That's it. Like they think that's stupid. And then you gotta pay people to even do that. You know it's bad when you gotta pay people to do that. Because if it was something so dandy and not fine and nice, people would just be doing it for free. You know what I'm saying? Like my shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's free. I don't need like you ain't listen. You do my shit for free, and not feel like and just feel good about yourself. Not feel like, oh, I did something negative or I did something bad. You might get compliments. You might get people might copying that certain gesture. Like, hey, I'm telling you, you just get a vibe check. And then I see you used to do some vibe check bullshit, but you just get a vibe check, man. You just get a check. Man, it's like check. Like you got your check. Man, it's like, oh, I think I got his check. Oh, she got her check. That's how we see it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't some shit where y'all thinking, oh, this is no, but like you gotta create your own vibe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to do things and where you're thinking to yourself, oh, nah, you should create your own vibe and know this about yourself. Oh, sorry, and know this shit about yourself. what I'm saying? Because once you know this shit about yourself, you'll be understanding. You'll be like, okay, this is the shit. Like I'm getting it. Like this, I'm getting better with myself. You know what I'm saying? You'll be knowing like, okay, I'm getting better with myself. Let me start. Let me keep pushing myself. Let me keep going. And then that's not validation. That's validation from the Great Spirit. So you're not getting no human validation. You're getting validation from God. And we get validation from God. That feels so amazing. You don't gotta worry about no stressful shit, no nothing. You just feel amazing about yourself. You feel beautiful about yourself. You feel like, man, you can keep going. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never gotta feel lonely. You know what I'm saying? You always know God holding your hand through thick and thin, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have faith. You just gotta have belief. Your faith is your magic. Your belief is your magic. Your mind is your magic. Your spirit created your mind. Your spirit is already no thing, no shape, no form. It just don't even say, don't even put nothing into it. Just no thing, no shape, no form. Boom. That created the mind. So that should already let you know something. You know what I'm saying? So it's deep, man. It's really deep. Like when y'all see it like that, y'all be really thinking like, damn, this is some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And you gotta know, like, cause spirits that be in this certain area in the esoteric realm, like things like trying to run people's minds, this AI shit, you know what I'm saying? This narrative shit, all this shit, like this is I can go on forever because there's so much shit they do, but old ass energy that's not even that's not even like beneficial in this shit. People that stay in that type of pocket in reality, y'all just become like toilet seats, like toilets, literally literal toilets in that esoteric room. Like niggas just shit all over your shit. Like aka you get shitted on. Like no one gives a fuck about you. Like you just got took out of existence, nigga. You became a rock. Probably you became a rock. You know what I'm saying? You became a doorknob with some keys. You know, some shit. Some statue. You got locked. You got locked in forever. So it's like, yeah, that's what you become when you're practicing things like that. And I know there's certain dreams y'all be having. Y'all be knowing like, oh, this, yeah. So don't think that's what you be doing. That's what it is. Going into the light, all that bullshit, like that's what it is. Like you go into a light form. What I say in my on my song, bitch, I got more dope than Walgreens and Walmart. Bitch, I crack the crack in my crack and I serve it to the fiends. All my fiends think they can rap because they light. All my fiends think they can rap because they light. I don't give a fuck because you know I bring the light. Keep coming. I'm like, let's go. I'm trying more. I need some more. Cause ain't no such thing as too much. I need all that shit. Man, this new toilet seat right here from that full esoteric location I go to. Then this, if I go to this location, I want a toilet seat right there. So all thousands, all y'all keep more. Keep going in there. And then y'all get sucked. This particle, that, and I need y'all. I need y'all some keys. I want to go to new houses. You know what I'm saying? I might need anything. I need that shit. I need no pun. I need that shit. Bullshit. You probably said the same thing. Okay. Yeah. You can't even. Yes. So that's how I'm coming, you know what I'm saying? So I'm coming in hot. I hate that song, right? It's just catchy. I ain't gonna lie, it's catchy. So I was catchy. It's probably not even a real person that's saying that song. But yeah, man, y'all gotta be into that shit. So so y'all don't be anything. When y'all be trying to run narratives and all that shit, like y'all that's the weakest magic in existence. Where I'm from, at least. Down here, it's still weak. Cause that's an old world. But you're getting ushered into an atmosphere, so you're seeing shit that's what should be in actuality, in reality, not what y'all be putting into. You know what I'm saying? So this is the shit. I don't ran the world, so I know what the process and the steps to even do that shit. Like it's on some real shit. Like you first of all, you gotta know what people are into. Or if you're not, then you gotta make it's I'm not gonna give y'all anything, but it's, you know what I'm saying? It's deep, man. It's deep. And you gotta know how to see things. Like sometimes y'all don't be seeing things and y'all get it lost in the sauce thinking, oh, I gotta see this way. When you gotta see it this way, God gave you that way to see it. God gave you this way to see it. God gives you endless ways how to see some shit. Y'all just gotta know how to see it because it's in front of you, but you gotta have the keen eye because God's not gonna shut up tell you, oh, let's this. No, you gotta see it because God's like God likes just wants to test you. Like, I want to see, okay, let's see what spirit. I want to see if I can trust the spirit, and if it can do this, okay, I'm going all the way in. I'm gonna take that's with that one. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna that's now. That's kind of God. Like, I'm gonna see how powerful, this strong this spirit is. And then it's like, yeah, I can really utilize the spirit. I can really utilize the spirit as a deity entity. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's that shit. You know what I'm saying? Within it's like you become like a floating ghost. You what's that shit? You become like some space shit. Spaceships. You become a spaceship. Actual walking spaceship. You know what I'm saying? Become a walking spaceship. So you know all the information, you know everything because you've traveled, you've astral traveled, you astral projected the right way. You know how to meditate the right way. You know how to you got fuel. You're turnt. You know how to fly on all areas and locations. You got that shit. So when you know that shit, you don't gotta have no actual example in front of you because you're the walking example of how shit should be. You know what I'm saying? Everyone needs you for them to even program you. If you let's say you hypothetically have a bad day, which ain't no such having. We all go through our ups and downs, but it's how you look at it. So ain't no such thing as having a bad day if you know how to see it the right way. You know what I'm saying? It might have been something God wanted you to see, that not the actual scenario, but a location that's terraground where God wants you to raid the fuck out of that fort and take all the minerals and everything there and bring it back to your space and then raise the motherfuckers you done took there, and they become star pilots, and they become soldiers for God, and that's how you do it. Okay, just remember, spirits utilize mind states first. Spirit's first body is the mind state. With a non-healthy mind state, you ain't having no non-healthy ways of thinking or feeling. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking have all the money in the world, but they won't have a healthy mind state, so they'll use all that money for some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got peep game. You motherfuckers, if you know, like put it like this. If people like me, people like us, if we had all that money in the world, we'd just be somewhere to ourselves, minding our own business. We wouldn't even give a fuck. We know what I'm saying? Mind our own business. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't be making music if I had all that money. I don't give a fuck. I don't know what made someone be in this kind of space like, oh, this is the shit. Like I gotta know. I always be to myself. You know what I'm saying? But I guess no motherfuckers don't be in that certain space, and they don't want to ride that certain thought form, and they don't want to trust. Like they don't be. You know what I'm saying? So they be trusting a lot of bullshit. But y'all gotta be seeing shit. Y'all gotta be seeing shit, real shit. Cause sometimes y'all don't be seeing shit, and that's what stops y'all. Y'all don't be seeing shit. That's what stops y'all. You know what I'm saying? So this is what God, I'm just a God's messenger. You know what I'm saying? This is see this bitch right here. This is my form. This tool. I'm just a messenger for God, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? My mind just utilizing this body right now. I got, you know how many bodies I got? God damn. My mind just using this body right now. Just this is a star. But I'm actually like, and I got forms like, man, it wouldn't even make sense to relate it down here. But my forms is so godlike. It's like it's like lit altering shit is like not even, it's just easy for me. So I got some of that abilities now, but I'm still in the process of not searching, but I'm still in the process of building that currency up. Like I gotta eat more stars. I'm trying to eat more stars and get that energy where I can like become that balloon and float away. But in the world I'm currently living in esoteric, where I'm just getting shit right now. But I'm not gonna let it's like if y'all know, y'all know. But because I be seeing, you know what I'm saying, I'm meeting y'all know what y'all. But yeah, that's the shit. So yeah, okay, but that's the shit we gotta be into. You know what I'm saying? Because once we went into this shit, like certain shit like that, then we already know, okay, this is what we're all doing. We just all here to help each other. You know what I'm saying? And this is the things we do, but we don't be seeing it because sometimes we get lost by things that make us feel like, to get through our inspirations, we gotta go through these certain gateways. We gotta go through these handshakes. We gotta go through these synthetic made up stargates. We gotta go through all this bullshit when the whole thing was always within you the whole time. God never steers you the wrong way. If you go outside, you look at the sun, you look at the moon, you should already know God was with you. You just get lost. You don't want to go to a place with no atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? You should be happy you can walk outside and be in an atmosphere. You don't want to go to a place with no atmosphere. What makes you think, you know what I'm saying, you doing some old world type of shit, synthetic type of shit? What makes you think you finna go into a place, because that's old world thing. So that's not a real, that's old. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Once you start to age, aka deteriorate, I can't ever say that word. Deteriorate, you getting old, right? But here's the thing. Everything's in reverse. So we're coming back to our new forms, mind states. Like I said, I just explained my previous point. So new mind states. So aka atmospheres, stars, atmospheres. But you are, hold on. Hold on. But yeah, so that's the shit y'all gotta be into. So I kind of lost my point, but oh yeah, so yeah, we become atmospheres. So you don't want to get lost in that process and forget about that, because that's the shit that uplifts you and makes you through your times of despair. You always know what kind of air pocket to get to, so you're always getting back to those uplifted type of mind states than these long weak ass depressed ass long time things y'all be into. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my volume is correct. Things y'all be into. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we good. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's real shit. And you know, this is shit we gotta be into. So and here's the thing, man. You know, when you're doing certain going riding certain trains of thoughts, aka train. What you doing when you're in a train? You go to a certain you go to a certain location. So you ride certain trains of thoughts. You start to realize certain trains of thoughts you'll be going to certain places where you'll know, okay, I know how to get there. Okay, I know how to get here, because I'm riding certain trains of thoughts. So when I'm going to those certain spaces, I'll be knowing what I brought from my previous space, how I can utilize this space and put that substance in it and this substance and put that mixture together and make something a whole new brand new vibe down here. So now down there you probably got a whole new type of new vibe to yourself, a new thing to yourself that you may not be that you may be you aware of, but you may not have the full ends of it because you probably didn't dive deeply in that thought. But people like me are here now, so I can tell you, you went to a certain esoteric location. Like I said, you brought some minerals from that space, put it to a new space, put it together. Then once you create that shit together, you had a new vibe, you had a new characteristic, you had a new area, you had a new location. You know what I'm saying? You had a new vacation. You know what I'm saying? You had a new thing to relate your information. You know what I'm saying? Well, like what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And then, my phone battery died. What the fuck? Oh hell, I'm on 19. I thought I charged this shit. Okay, well, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm finna end it right here because my shit, I'm on 90%. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna let me just go till 50. So I'm gonna go for 1 more minute because I'm gonna get to 50 minutes. But yeah, so yeah, that's the shit we gotta be into. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't want to be getting lost in sauce, and y'all don't want to be getting lost in that your information and all that. Your biasness. You always see through your bias. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have a bias through your situations. You always want to see through your bias. You know what I'm saying? And you never want to have an ego. Have an eagle eyes view. Don't have an ego view. Have an eagle's eye view, because that eagle can always turn to a phoenix like that. You know what I'm saying? So you use your vulnerabilities as an ego. So motherfuckers, you got like a double-edged sword. Motherfuckers don't know how to treat you. Exactly. You shouldn't treat motherfuckers. You shouldn't have that mindset to even treat someone a certain way. you should treat someone how far you throw them. But as long as you have the spark, you'll know, okay, I'm able to create these at will, and I know myself, and I know thyself, and I shouldn't be letting stressful information and scenarios stress me out because of what I'm maybe going through in a certain space of my life, which this I probably brought from certain spaces from here or here, but I gotta know how to cleanse myself. So when I cleanse myself, I'm in a new esoteric location, and that new esoteric location I'm at a new space with those individuals that came with that same conclusion with me. They have nothing. They must be my family. You know what I'm saying? Because they had those certain mind states too. You know what I'm saying? So that they're clear. That's your family. So y'all had a slimmer mind state. Y'all connected there. When y'all put the connection pieces there, y'all can talk about certain things, or what it took you to get to this certain scenario, what it took you to get to this scenario, and y'all just be going through scenarios where you realize, oh damn, y'all, I love y'all the shit, aka esoteric fam. You know what I'm saying? You be your people, real shit. Real shit. Now I'm gonna end it right here because my phone about to die. I gotta charge this shit and I gotta do some shit. It's like, Jet Spark Star Pilot. You know what I'm saying? Ooh.